Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Astro. I'm so excited to be doing these videos moving forward. So these videos are going to be astrology based on channeled messages that I get from spirit. So please watch the videos based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, whatever resonates the best for you. Me personally, it's always been my rising sign. It's never been my sun, moon. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. I've also noticed that for me, my rising sign and my natal chart, as well as my rising sign and my progress chart, also resonates with me. Sometimes more so my progress chart than my natal chart. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody out there. Maybe it's worth trying out. So basically what I'm going to be doing in these videos is I'm going to be channeling the transits of the month. I'm going to be going over the themes you guys can expect. I hope, you guys like these videos. I'm starting off, kind of this way with the paper and the pen because I'm new to this and I just need to figure out what works best for me through trial and error. I'm sure eventually I'm not going to be sticking to paper and pen, but this is what I feel comfortable with for right now. I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. As a psychic, as much as I love channeling messages from spirit, as much as I love channeling the cosmos, and although I trust my messages, I don't know, maybe it's my Virgo placement, maybe it's my Capricorn stellium. I want to tell you guys strongly that I believe you guys shouldn't just stick with psychic channeled messages only. You guys should definitely, watch or at least look into professional astrologers' predictions as well for monthly readings. At least that's just how I feel, and I do want to put that out there. To just be practical about these things and, not just strictly rely on psychic messages, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to it. Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Virgos. Hi guys. So the energy you guys are looking at is the energy you guys are going to be walking into in the month of February. I know I'm a little late to the game. However, I feel like the good thing about this is within the first few minutes, you guys should know if this is your reading or not, if it resonates or not, because we're halfway through February, right? Okay, so with that being said, let's get to it. First week of February, what transits are going on, and then I will get to the channeled messages. February 2nd, Mercury in Capricorn in your guys' fifth house will be sextiling Neptune in Pisces in your seventh house. So to me, this speaks about putting some realistic, rational thoughts into things that would normally be hard to describe, put into words. And I think it has something to do with understanding possibly other people, either understanding potential relationships, because Mercury is your thoughts and your communication pattern, right? And it's in the fifth house. Fifth house speaks about romance. It speaks about creative endeavors. It speaks about Leo-esque things. And when I think of Leo energy, I think about being on stage. Like there's literally, when you have placements in the fifth house, it's an energy that will basically have you, you're going to be seen in front of people. People are going to be looking at you. It's almost like a Pluto energy where it's magnetic, okay? However, this is telling me your thoughts will be on fifth house matters, and they're going to be of things that are considered of value to you guys because it's in Capricorn, okay? So I think of tradition here. I think of things that are stable, things that, excuse me, are rational, okay? So with that being said, I feel like this type of energy, since it's talking well to one another, a sextile is when you're putting in some type of work, but it's not hard work. It's just as long as you put in the work, you're probably more than likely going to get whatever it is you're seeking, you're going for. All right. And I'm looking at this energy. This can normally be confusing when Neptune is involved. Because Neptune and Pisces energy natally belongs to the 12th house. And anything in the 12th house, this stuff gets lost. It's confusing. It's abstract. It's hard to put into words. Let alone when Mercury is talking to Neptune. This type of energy is literally when you have a thought and you are having difficulty communicating this thought clearly and in a rational, in a rational way that people can actually understand and follow and relate to. However, because it's sextiling, it's getting along well, you guys will be able to either communicate your thoughts well to, I want to say, relationship things, because the 7th house rules your relationship. It also rules business partnerships, and the ruler of Pisces is Neptune. It's where it belongs here right now. And also Jupiter is the ruler as well, so 9th house endeavors. So to me, this talks about higher education, learning, possibly spirituality, the things that you're trying to manifest. Also, just like I said, 12th house things, it connects back to this. So the things you cannot see, so hope, faith. So with that being said, I feel like you guys may be able to, if not communicating these things, because Mercury's in Capricorn, so there's boundaries, there's restrictions here, and the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn in the 7th house. So taking relationships seriously, right? There's no fucking around, okay? So with this energy, I feel like you guys are able to possibly understand people that may be possibly potential relationships, like people you are considering committing to during this time, but maybe at the same time, you're a little unsure, confused by them. You may misunderstand their energy, okay, because of Neptune being here. Okay. So, February 4th, Mercury enters Aquarius. So it's leaving your 5th house and it's going into 6th house matters. So when I think of this, I think about your thoughts will be focused more so. It'll be not as focused on 5th house matters, but more so your everyday regimen, everyday routine, the second your alarm clock goes off, how you guys get ready for work, whatever it is you guys do for a living, your regimen when you come home, things of that matter, because it's an Aquarius. Aquarius energy is a shakeup. It is going against the norm. So I feel like your schedule, your routine, you guys may be shaking it up, changing it. If not literally changing it, then I think your thoughts, excuse me, may be in that mindset. Or you may be traveling for work, because Mercury can be looked at as traveling as well. So, and 6th house is work. 6th house is looked at as a house of healing. So you guys may be focused on healing at this time as well. I think different people, different stories, and this is just a general reading. So let's try to get a more detailed thing here. So ruler of Aquarius is Uranus and Saturn. So this, yes, again, 9th house and 7th house. So 9th house, we can think of education, a higher learning system, spirituality, all of those things. Like I said, Mercury, your thoughts, you guys may be learning about something new, maybe a new regimen, something of that nature. It may consist of, it may be with somebody else. Maybe you guys are working out with another person, something of that nature, or maybe it connects back to another person for some reason. It could also be traveling, like I said before, because Jupiter is literally where it belongs natally, in the 9th house, the ruler there. You guys could be traveling to get to somebody you guys are dating. Could be something like that as well. But I think what's happening is, oh, we're talking about Uranus. I'm sorry. Why did I say Jupiter? I'm looking at Jupiter. A shakeup in regards to 9th house endeavors, and it connects to the 6th house. So I'm going to take it back. I'm going to say it's probably in regards to what you guys are considering changing up with, maybe work, maybe thinking about going back to school. There's definitely like this eureka moment, I feel like, going on in your mind. And it may change up your everyday living, okay? So yeah, let's move on. February 5th, Mercury in Aquarius in your 6th house is going to be conjunct, Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to say that this is very, you guys will be connected to your shadow. You guys will want to change something, like I already said. This could be the beginning of something physical for you guys, because the 6th house belongs to your, like, your health regimen as well. So how you guys physically take care of yourselves. Do you guys work out? Do you guys go to the gym? The reason I'm bringing up the body is because in your mind, you guys are getting in touch with something about what it is you guys do every single day. And there's something there you're recognizing about it that you don't like, that you want to change. Okay. Yeah. So thinking about if there's anything else. I just feel like with Pluto and Mercury, these are deep thoughts. And this is connecting to, again, Uranus and Saturn, because Uranus and Saturn are the rulers of Aquarius. And this is the energy it's taking place in. So you guys may want to change something about yourselves in order to attract the right people into your lives, because you're taking this seriously. When Saturn's in the 7th house, it's like you are looking for a committed relationship. I'm so sorry. February 6th, Pallas Athena is leaving Scorpio in your 3rd house and is entering Sagittarius in your 4th house. Okay, so Pallas Athena. Pallas Athena is an asteroid that talks about a strategy, how to get there. So whatever it is you guys are going to be focusing on in the month of February, Pallas Athena will be able to help guide you. That energy that it's in will help get you to achieve the goal. Okay, I think in Greek mythology, Pallas Athena is Mars's sister. And who is Mars? Mars is that energy that gives you the gusto, the willpower, that edge to go after whatever it is you want physically. Okay. So Pallas Athena being in Sagittarius, this is funny, being in your guys' 4th house. I don't know if I've said this already, but I feel like right away, just looking at this in Sagittarius, I feel like, do you guys stay home? Do you guys, I would think like you'd want to leave, or like want to constantly be out, is what I think of with Sagittarius energy. When I see it in the 4th house, that's interesting. Or having a family, I guess I could look at it that way as well, because of Zeus. Excuse me. Anyway, so with Mercury and your thoughts being on 6th house matters, and Pallas Athena being the strategy to help get you guys to this place that you guys may want to be at, like in your mind, I feel like there's a goal you guys are thinking about or learning about. It may have to do with expanding your mind at home, switching it up at home, doing something different at home. Maybe it is adding some type of healing regimen, like a spiritual practice of some sort, because the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter and it's in the 9th house. Okay, let's move on. The next day, February 7th, Ceres enters Capricorn. So Ceres is leaving Sagittarius in your 4th house, and it is going into your 5th house. This is interesting. Okay, so this asteroid speaks about the energy of healing. What would be best for you guys during this time if you feel like you want to be healed, nurtured, all of that? With Ceres being in Capricorn, I'm going to say things that are stable, things that are traditional, things of structure, things of routine, definitely 6th house things, because I think of a schedule with the 6th house. So I feel like with general Capricorn energy, this energy likes a schedule, you know? And that may be very healing for you guys in the month of February, is to commit to definitely things that are stable and grounding. But at the same time, it's funny because it's in the 5th house. So I want to say, excuse me, I guess with, what may be healing for you guys is either, okay, if this is your story, is reminding yourself about sticking to committed relationships, okay? Because the 5th house, yeah, it speaks of romance, but usually I feel like these are those karmic connections. They're not Saturnian, they're not long-lived. There is not something of long value here. And Venus in Capricorn likes to invest in something of value, okay? And I'm not saying that serious relationships can't come through with 5th house transits. I'm not saying that at all, because if it connects to your 7th house with Saturn, because Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn in your 5th house, I think it's very, very possible anything in the 5th house during this time, with Saturn being in the 7th house, is definitely connected to having fun, finding a romantic partner that you can have fun with. I feel like this can be healing. However, when you have things going on in the 5th house, it's also easy to get caught up in having fun. So I feel like you guys may be tempted to do things that just like make you happy in the moment, but it won't make you happy the following day. I don't know if you're catching on. So my point is that it may be healing. One way to look at this is through some type of artistic endeavor, whatever that looks like to you guys. Could be painting, could be writing, could be anything, whatever it is you guys like to do for fun that is considered a way to express yourself, okay? I think that is very healing. It's not necessarily relationships. However, I feel like this actually really is, because it's connecting to your 7th house. Anyway, we'll follow back with this. Let's see what the channeled messages are. I don't want to hang on to that for too long. So for the first week of February, for my sun, moon, rising Virgos, what did I channel for you guys? I'm seeing, excuse me, I'm seeing teeth, and I'm getting Knight of Swords energy. I'm seeing a path, and I see dark energy on the left side of the path, and then really like white light energy on the right side. So we could say like yin yang energy. I feel like seeing your shadow. I feel like this makes sense with Mercury and Pluto talking to each other in a positive way, and the ruler being in the 9th house, allowing you guys to see this. I feel like with the Knight of Swords energy, this is air energy, this is fast energy, it's also smart energy, and Mercury is an energy that speaks of communication. So with that being said, you guys may... Oh, wait, hold on one second. I'm also seeing an angry mouth, and then it changes to seductive lips, blowing smoke, or something very cold. And the energy was snow goddess. Maybe cold, but I think you guys are actually chill. So let me explain. So I think when Mercury was in Capricorn in your 5th house, you guys may have held yourselves back or just came off very straightforward, you know, communicated in a way that was very Saturnian. And to me, that looks like, you know, just straightforward, no bullshit, no sugarcoating anything. So you guys may have been speaking like that, but you didn't mean anything negative by it. But people may have considered you cold because maybe you lacked in empathy, because that energy can do that. But then it changes to seductive lips, and it's blowing cold smoke out of its mouth, and the energy is chill. So I do think, let me see something really quick. Seductive energy. I'm going to say that's definitely, in my opinion, Mercury conjunct Pluto. Excuse me. I think it could be represented as two different things. In the beginning of the month, we have Mercury and Capricorn in your 5th house, and it's talking to Neptune in Pisces in your 7th house, and it's getting along well. I think you guys are able to understand people that you're possibly considering committing to better, maybe where there was confusion, and there's more of an understanding. So maybe somebody you thought was really like, I don't know, angry, right? Because I'm seeing this angry phase, and it turns out they're not cold, they're just very straightforward. Okay, that could be it. And then your thoughts change on this person because Mercury conjuncts Pluto. Maybe you guys are able to see something clearly. With Mercury in Aquarius, I also think of this as Ace of Swords, a lightning bolt, a eureka moment, being able to get clarity. You also may be able to see other people's shadows during this time, okay? It's not just your shadow, but other people's shadow. So apply that where it resonates, if it does. So the Knight of Swords energy and going through this path, and I'm seeing teeth. This is definitely talking about Mercury, and I feel like it's definitely talking about Mercury being in the 6th house, because then all of a sudden the scene changes to dark on the left side and then a lot of light on the other side. And I feel like with Mercury and Aquarius, like I just said, it's like there's a lightning bolt in the mind. So therefore I see this as lit up, and the ruler of Aquarius is Uranus and also Saturn. So whatever is hard to understand, Saturn is able to make it touchable, grabbable, understandable, in a place that's normally not any of those things, okay? So my point is that you guys may be able to speak very clearly, be understood very clearly, but also possibly understanding others at this time as well. So, and it may be happening very fast. So with that being said, second week of February, what do we have going on? Okay, so Vesta goes direct in Gemini in your 10th house, and it's going to be in 21 degrees. Now, I think this is important because this is speaking about 9th house energy. What are you guys going to be passionate about in the 10th house? To me, this is talking about learning something, investing in learning, taking the time to learn and be educated on something. Vesta is that flame, that spiritual flame that just cannot burn out. It is just something that ignites you, okay? And when I look for the ruler of Gemini, which is Mercury, it is in your 6th house and it's in Aquarius. So you guys may be fascinated by other people at this time, because when I look at the 9th house, what's there? Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, but so is Jupiter, the ruler that natally belongs to the 9th house, and this is what that degree is in. So I do think you guys may have a passion during this time to learn something about the workplace, okay? Whatever this is, there's something here. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. So February 8th, Sun in Aquarius in your 6th house is squaring Uranus and Taurus in your 9th house. Okay. So to me, I look at this as not being able to see something clearly, whether it's you guys with another person or people with you. Because the Sun and Uranus, these are loud energies. If you think about it, the Sun belongs to 5th house, Leo, okay? The Sun shines, it's confident, it's warm, it's popular. Uranus is popular in its own way. It's known for being different, and those different people stand out. So they are very similar to Leo energy, except they don't want to be popular for being popular. They want to be popular for standing out with something different. So when these two are squaring one another, there's some type of karmic lesson going on. There's a block. Something is not being understood. It's, think of it like the sun is trying to shine. There should be a sunrise, but it's like the sun cannot come up fully. Something is stopping it. And with Uranus, think of a lightning bolt, you know, trying to come through the clouds, go through the sky, but instead it hits something else and it ricochets back up into the sky. Something is being misunderstood when it comes to the 6th house energy and the 9th house energy. I personally believe it has something to do with being able to possibly, sorry, either, I want to say, learn something and see something clearly in regards to 6th house matters. So it could be work, could be your daily regimen, all that stuff. Because when the sun is in the 6th house, this is an energy where you will shine at work. You will be that person that is the hard worker, the team lead, the supervisor. You're not just like a coworker. You are standing out because, like I said, it's sun energy. However, with the 9th house, this is higher education, higher learning system. Excuse me. And it's almost as if like you guys are either having trouble seeing your own potential, there's lack in self-confidence, or there's misunderstandings with, or you guys are trying to gain confidence in 6th house matters and you're just having difficulty with this. February 9th, new moon in Aquarius in your guys' 6th house. So yeah, I'm going to go back to what I just said. I think you guys are having trouble with doing something new. You guys may want to try to change it up. You guys may want to change something for the better and just may have difficulty doing so. It's like spirit cannot talk to you clearly, or spirit is trying to talk to you clearly, and it's like you guys just can't get the message. And it could be because of ego, honestly, with these two energies as well. You could hear spirit, but you're like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do it that way. And that is Uranus rebelling, right? Anyway, so something new is happening in your 6th house. It's in 20 degrees. This is a Scorpio energy. This is 8th house. So when I look at your 8th house, you have the North Node in Aries going on here. So what do I think this is about? I think it could be the physical body, because Aries is natally belongs to the 1st house, which is the body, the self. And the 6th house talks about how you keep up with your health and your body. What do you do for your body? And the new moon obviously is something new. So there may be something you guys want to change to make yourself healthier internally. Okay, 8th house is what is going on in the inside of your body that you cannot see. This is 8th house stuff. It's the energy you cannot see, but you feel, you know something's going on here. And because you guys have it in Aries, I think this has to do with something internally, possibly, and you guys are feeling it physically. Again, going back to work, something new could be happening at work. There could be a shakeup there, because with that Mercury, with the Sun and Uranus energy, I do look at that as almost like a tower moment. It's just a shakeup of some sort. Okay. Let's see. Wait, I want to go back to this. The new moon again. I feel like it's... Because Uranus and Saturn, Uranus being in the 9th house, Saturn being in the 7th house, there may be something new with that 20-degree energy. You guys may be learning about potential partners you want to commit to. 8th house things, that's really 8th house. That's 8th house energy. That's Scorpio energy. And where's Scorpio for you guys? It's in your 3rd house. Mercury natally belongs in the 3rd house. This is the energy of learning, communicating, yeah, your local neighborhood, all that. But I'm not picking that up in your guys' storyline so far. I'm picking up on learning, changing your mindset to do better in your life. And this consists of things going on at home. All right, February 10th, Mercury in Aquarius in your 6th house is squaring Jupiter in Taurus in your 9th house. So there's, again, something very similar to the Sun and Uranus energy before, but slightly different. It's a thought that cannot expand. It's something you are trying to learn or trying to evolve or trying to see from a higher perspective, and you're having difficulty doing so. It is a blocked energy. There is another karmic lesson going on here. So you're not able to move forward on something that maybe you guys are trying to move forward on, is what I'm getting. This could again be some type of something to do with traveling, getting stopped, like Mercury retrograde. because literally with Mercury, this is traveling, and Jupiter being in the 9th house, this is traveling. And Taurus, the ruler of Taurus is Venus, and it's in your guys' 5th house. And the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn. It's in your 7th house. So, yeah, it could be something about traveling. And then for some of you guys, it can be, excuse me, not being able to clearly understand something and not being able to expand on something, not being able to communicate and not being able to, did I already say that? Not being able to understand? Sorry. Okay, so February 12th, Mars enters Aquarius. So Mars is leaving your guys' 5th house in Capricorn, and it is going into your 6th house. Ooh, in Aquarius. Ugh. What? Work-oriented. Right away. Why am I saying that? I have something similar going on in my chart. I'm sorry. But it's just driven. You were just like always. So Mars, the ruler of Mars, I can't speak right now, I'm sorry. Mars rules Aries. You have Aries in your 8th house, and the North Node is here. Just in general, when Mars is in Aquarius and it's in the 6th house, this is somebody who is extremely driven. I said this in somebody else's reading, I forgot who, but I think Drake has this, and I believe he has it in the 6th house. This is somebody who, if they're not always at work, they're thinking about work or they're talking about work. It's one of those things where it's like you have to accept that they are work-oriented, or work is always on their mind, okay? So I feel like you guys may be either having difficulty with your current work situation, because Mars is also the god of war. It also could have to do with sex, honestly, because 8th house can be sex, and the 6th house is the body. We'll get back to that. Okay, February 13th, Mars in Aquarius in your 6th house is conjunct Pluto and Aquarius in your 6th house. Okay, so Mars and Pluto, there's good things and negative things when these two are talking to each other in a positive way. The positive way of looking at these two energies being together. This is leadership abilities. This is magnetism, being very attractive to people, okay? Because of the confidence you guys are able to present at this time. You guys are able to have all eyes on you guys in a room. If you needed to have if you needed to speak about something, if you needed to have anybody's attention, you would be able to do it. If you wanted to get something done, this type of energy will give you the willpower, the confidence, the magnetism to do it. But the issue here is that usually when these two planets link up, there is a power trip, big time. Mars is the original ruler of Scorpio. It later becomes Pluto. So these two planets still hold true for Scorpio energy. So when I think of Scorpio energy, I think of the 8th house. So this is talking about 8th house things when they're linked up together. So you guys are able to understand people on a psychological level. Therefore, it's very easy for you guys to be able to manipulate people. You guys are able to easily persuade people to get them to do things you want them to do. And it would be very karmic to take advantage of this energy because Pluto's involved. So just be very careful when it comes to that type of energy. I also think about possible power trips and just fighting at work with possibly your boss, possibly thinking you are the best at work and fighting if somebody doesn't agree with you, because this is what this energy can speak of as well. It can also just be, it could be physical. It could be a mess. You know, I picture like if anybody were to put planets in a room together, and if somebody were to find out somebody put Pluto and Mars in a room together, they'd be like, who the fuck did that? You know, like, it's just, when you hear it, it doesn't sound good. But yeah, I feel like with these two energies for you guys, your 3rd house and your 8th house will be involved when it comes to 6th house things. So definitely something to do with, I'm getting sex here. I'm getting sex. I'm sorry to say it, but it is what it is. That's what I'm picking up. So maybe you guys will be communicating in a sexual way. We'll get back to this. We'll see. Anyway, same day, February 13th, Venus in Capricorn in your 5th house is sextiling Neptune and Pisces in your 7th house. Okay, so like I said before, Venus in Capricorn, this is an energy that likes to invest in things that hold value. This energy can be traditional. This energy can be extremely artistic, especially because it's in the 5th house. And it's getting along well. It's putting in work with Neptune. So when Venus and Neptune link up in a positive way, this is not only talking about bringing artwork and creative endeavors to the physical plane for everybody to see, and it's beautiful, it's aesthetically pleasing, and people are able to see it because 5th house is involved. It's on stage for all to see. This is also, this is also talking about being able to express yourself to potential romantic partners that you feel are of worth value to you guys, is what I'm getting. Because Venus in Capricorn, this doesn't really express itself, you know, in that traditional type of Venus type of way. But with Neptune being involved here, it's dreamlike in a tangible way. I don't think of rose-colored glasses, not being able to see another person clearly. Like, no. This is being able to put in the work into something that you guys are attracted to, that you guys daydream about. Again, it can be artistic endeavors. You guys could be dreaming about something you want to put out there in regards to something that's artistic, something that's creative, okay? So yeah, this is something that you guys can literally manifest physically, okay, with Capricorn and Pisces energy linking up. So what did I see for you guys the 2nd week of February? Sorry. I see a clock on a tower, and then the clock turns into your eye. So anytime I see a clock, I think of Saturn. I always look to Saturn, okay? And the fact that it's on the tower, it's connected to Uranus, because I just connect Uranus with the tower, okay, from the tarot card. So anyway, the next thing I'm seeing, oh, and then with the sun, because you guys are able to, the clock is on a tower, and it's your eye. So I feel like you guys are able to see something clearly when it comes to other people. And Saturn's involved in regards to, so I feel like with the 6th house, with the sun here, hold on. You know what? Let's just pause. Let's go into the channel messages. I'm derailing. The next thing I saw was a rear view mirror. You guys look behind you. Like, you guys look into the rear view mirror while you're driving. There's something about this energy where it's like you guys are looking back into the past. But the weird thing about this was, while you guys were driving and you're looking in the rear view mirror, I see your eyes looking in the back, but you're driving forward, and the energy, I physically felt this, like you guys are driving forward while looking back. It was very weird. And then you guys are caught, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You guys are caught in the middle of something, holding on to the past, but knowing you should move forward is what I'm seeing. And the next scene is this tree, and you guys are holding, I feel like a crystal ball, and you're in front of the tree. So there again is that energy, being in touch with like wisdom, your roots, and knowing. So I feel like with the roots, this is talking about 4th house energy, and you guys have this in Sagittarius, and the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter. It's in the 9th house. So there's something here you guys are able to learn and educate yourselves on from a higher perspective based on how you guys were raised, I feel like. And also Pallas Athena is here, so this is helping you guys. I think also because it's 4th house energy, 4th house energy natally speaks about the moon, and the moon, that type of energy is, I don't want to say it's fixated on the past, but the moon represents, one way of looking at it is the past. So I do think that there's something here you guys are able to move away from. In fact, maybe this is what you guys are like learning about. Remember Vesta in your 10th house, how you guys appear is how the 10th house can be looked at as well. It's not necessarily just your career or your legacy. It can also be how you appear. So you guys may be thinking about your future and how you appear, and are you guys holding on to the past? And you guys may want to expand and change this, but having difficulty doing so. So I see you guys are caught in the middle of something, holding on to the past, but knowing you should move forward. You're driving down this road. Oh, right. So the scene changes. You're driving down this road. The side of the road, okay, hold on. You're driving down this road, but then there's this person walking on the side of the road. And all of a sudden, they walk in front of your car, blocking you from driving forward. And this person has a child, and the child hanging on this person's back. So I think this has to do with your inner child, some type of healing maybe going on with the 6th house energy in regards to you guys making a move with something new and trying to transform and change your mindset on something. Because when I think of driving, when I think of traveling, I think of Mercury, And then I feel like you guys are trying to work towards something, like there is a drive there in general. And I'm thinking of Mars. And because the ruler is Uranus and Saturn, I feel like this is what I'm picking up on with you guys. That you guys may have difficulty expanding upon either healing, healing or changing your mindset. And this connects back to the 4th house because of Jupiter being the ruler of Sagittarius, which is your 4th house. But what will help you get out of this is literally wanting to leave this behind, leave it behind in the past, and moving on to something new. So yeah, let me double check that. So I think looking back at the transit with this, with the transits, with the new moon entering your 6th house and it being in a Scorpio degree, when I look at this and think of this in a positive way, I'm thinking, especially in Aquarius, something new, something innovative. But since it's in your 6th house, daily living, daily routine, and I'm getting this theme of doing better, a positive change, I think this is exactly in correlation with that vision, wanting or knowing you should be moving forward. And I think you guys are, however, time is required, and it's like you guys are just waiting for like time to kick in is what I'm picking up on. And since Saturn is the original ruler of Aquarius, this is what I believe is going on. You guys are just very much self-aware because the sun is here. And somehow it does connect to other people, partnerships, I'm going to say it. So maybe this future that you guys are moving towards and something you guys are trying to let go of has to do with relationships, okay, and healing. So let's move on to the 3rd week of February. So February 16th, Venus is leaving Capricorn in your 5th house, and it is entering your 6th house, okay? So right away, I'm thinking you guys have this theme this month of like, just like, God, I hate to say it, but it's just like everything you guys do every day, if you think about it, even when you clock out of work, everything is work, right? I mean, unless you're just one of those really extra positive people that's positive 24/7, like good for you. But most people, I feel like, consider these things work. Driving to work, driving to get home, dealing with the traffic, maybe stopping to go get food, the groceries for home, cleaning the house. Like these are literally 6th house things. This is why, you know, partially the reason why they call it just not a positive house is the way I want to phrase it. So with Venus entering here, I think you guys will actually be into these things, you guys. Not that it won't seem like work. It's just you'll be interested in trying to, I want to say, like, beautify these things, like really make these things pleasant, more comfortable for you. So let's just say, for example, if you drive to the gym, you don't want to drive to the gym. So you buy a, you know, workout machine and it's now at home. So it's, you know, somewhat like Venus-like because now you're comfortable in your own home, right? And again, in the beginning of this reading, there's something with Pallas Athena is connected to all this 6th house energy for you guys. And Pallas Athena is the strategy, how to get there. Venus and Aquarius in general, this is very, in my opinion, general energy, analytical, it's air energy. It shows its love and affection through, I want to say, smart conversations, I don't know. I look at this as like a little bit of, you know, like those memes where they're like, don't hug me. I don't like to be hugged. You know, like this is Venus and Aquarius type of energy. They have so much love to give, but they may show it differently. Okay. So, general energy again. Okay. Mercury in Aquarius that same day is squaring Uranus in Taurus on February 16th. So what does this tell me? So Uranus is in your guys' ninth house in Taurus. So there's a shakeup in regards to, I feel like, again, learning something because Mercury is involved here. Maybe it's about trying to speak about something differently, something you've learned, something, it could be with something with spirituality. Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is going to be in your sixth house, and Aquarius, the ruler, is Uranus, and it's in your ninth house. You may want to share these, you know, I don't know, maybe your new schedule, something. You want to share something, I feel like, with others. However, again, there's a square, there's a block. And I feel like the main energy of a square, okay, because there's so many ways that this could play out. But the overall energy I'm going to tell you right now is misunderstandings. Misunderstandings. Anytime you see a square, it's not going to be clear. Something is not going to go the way you planned. Something is going to be misunderstood. So when Mercury is involved, these are our thoughts. This is our communication pattern, okay? Excuse me. So yeah, there may be some type of yeah, there could be an issue with traveling to work. Definitely. It's not possible with these two energies talking together, especially with Uranus in the ninth house. There's just definitely some type of disruption. There's some type of there's something, let's just say you want to communicate, and this could even be like a conversation with yourself. It could be a thought process that you want to understand clearly, or this could be with others, okay? Like somebody could be doing this with you, and you're just like not getting it. Again, Uranus to me is that lightning bolt, and it's an Ace of Swords moment in tarot where it's like, aha, I understand. But with this, it's like, no, we don't get it. We're not understanding it. So yeah, and therefore, in a sense, with Uranus being like that energy of freedom, rebellion, whatever, it's almost like because you can't understand something clearly, you can't really, if you're trying to understand something, then you're not free, if that makes sense. It's almost like you feel stuck because it's a thought. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, that happens with me sometimes when I'm trying to understand something that I genuinely want to understand. It's like you are almost fixated on it, right? So that could definitely be a thing as well. All right, so February 17th, Venus in Aquarius in your guys' sixth house is conjunct Pluto in your sixth house in Aquarius. So to me, this is one way of looking at it when Pluto and Venus are talking to each other in a positive way. This talks about deep scorpionic type of love, or transformative love, changing love, trying to maybe change either the way you guys do love, or maybe change something, you know, maybe change your appearance. It could be thinking about how you guys want to make money. You're trying to change something when it comes to Venus-like things, okay? So there's going to be deep thoughts with this because this is very psychological. This is like penetrating the mind, but with Venus thoughts. So what do you want in a relationship? What type of partners do you want to attract? I'm thinking there's something sixth house related here where you guys want things that are healthy, things that are stable, right? Because this is the house of like a schedule, and this is how we stick to a schedule, by having a regimen. Otherwise things get messy, right? So something of that nature is happening in your mind, I feel like, every day. And I am going to say the mind because I feel like this is what Pluto is, even though it's not talking to Mercury in this specific transit, it's talking to Venus. It's your heart, the things you find beautiful and love. But in order to think about those things and how you want to change those things, your mind is required, right? So yeah, I'm going to stick with that. February 18th, Sun enters Pisces in your 7th house. Okay. So all this like thinking about yourself and how you guys can do better and change something every day, whether it's work, your regimen, schedule, blah, blah, blah. I do believe, I kept saying, it keeps connecting back to this 7th house. You guys may be trying to get healthier for commitment, okay? Whether it's a business partnership, because the 6th house is work as well. Literally the work, the place you get paid at. It's very possible. Okay. So anyway, so the sun is entering Pisces in your 7th house. You guys will be able, oh my God, with the sun in Pisces, this is clear intuition. This is like getting intuitive hits when you know that gut is talking to you, but it's telling you like, it's like the quietest intuition ever. And that intuition during Pisces season is always on point. I don't know. I always get the weirdest type of messages and I'm like, no, this can't be true. And then it always turns out it is. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe I was really getting like an intuitive hit when it just didn't feel like anything. It felt like it was just like my thoughts, you know, but it really, it wasn't. You guys are just, you know, I mean, we can say it's your thoughts, but there's something that's going on in the sky that just makes you in tune with everything, okay? The following day, February 19th, the North Node in Aries in your 8th house will be conjunct Chiron in your 8th house. And they're both in 16 degrees. So I think all this work that you guys have been doing, or if it hasn't been physical change, because there's definitely some type of change, then it's just focusing on like the things that aren't serving a purpose in your everyday living. Okay, this is what Pluto does. Pluto forces you to almost obsessively focus on the shadow, the negative aspects of wherever it is, like whichever house it's in. You guys are going to like obsess in that house. I mean, yeah, that's a negative way of looking at it, but since Pluto just entered your 6th house in Aquarius, this is probably something you guys will be thinking about obsessively until you realize this, are consciously aware, and you're able to, you know, gain control of this and balance out this energy, okay? So the point to me saying all this is, all this focus on your regimen and doing better, making better choices, it connects to the shadow. 8th house is your shadow. It's the things you cannot see, the things that are going on behind your back, but also like inside your body, because we can't see what's going on in there, right? And you guys have it in Aries. This literally belongs natally to the 1st house, self, the body. And your North Node is here. So you guys are definitely, for as long as the North Node is in the 8th house in Aries for you guys, and because Pluto is in the 6th house in Aquarius, you guys will definitely be, if not health oriented, you guys are going to be very focused on how you spend your time. Are you guys being wise about your time? Are you making good choices every day? 6th house things. Like the best way I can describe the 6th house, like overall, is having a schedule, and the schedule does not go as planned. So if you wanted to wake up at 9 a.m. and you don't wake up at 9 a.m., it's going to feel like your day is ruined. And it's obviously not true, but that can be, you know, how the 6th house works. So I think with all this like transformation and change with something with 6th house things, when Chiron links up with your North Node, you guys will be focusing on like why either you guys are so down on yourselves, like or why you have trouble possibly either committing to this change, or why you guys feel like you're flawed, why you guys are having trouble maybe with relationships, because there's some type of storyline here and it connects to your 7th house, although I'm not really getting big 7th house energy with you guys this month. But this somehow, your everyday regimen connects to the 7th house, and I feel like it's wanting to do better so you can either get ready for commitment or just do better in a relationship, something of this, or maybe bring in a business partner, something, okay? So it relates to home, whatever, you know, you guys connect with in regards to feeling bad about yourselves. It's in 16 degrees. 16 degrees belongs to the 4th house. So this is either a wound with the mother. This is a wound, you know, something you've been telling yourself or other people have been telling you while you were growing up that obviously no longer serves a purpose. It's just like a thought that haunts you guys and you probably aren't aware of it. It's like we are literally our own worst enemy, right? So yeah, there's something about this where towards the end of February, well, not really, it's February 19th. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, you guys will be connected with that, possibly, I'm going to say the past. Yeah, most definitely the past. 16 degrees, this speaks about the moon. The moon is the past. This is why sometimes the moon, I love the moon, but also at the same time, the moon energy that it gives us, okay, the negative side to it are all of these emotions. And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, are these emotions real? Like, are they true, or are we just being emotional? Are we hung up on the past? And it's like, the past is the past. We cannot change it, right? So therefore, these emotions that you're upset about, like, not that they're not validated. It's not that I don't want to do that, and I'm hoping nobody misunderstands. It's just, you're literally like going in a circle, wasting your time, not focusing in the moment in your life. You're holding yourself back, and that's what the moon can do, unfortunately. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're going to be feeling something of that nature around February 19th, probably a little bit before and definitely after. February 21st, Venus in Aquarius in your 6th house is conjunct Mars in Aquarius in your 6th house. I like this energy. I love when Venus and Mars are getting along well. This is like when the boy and the girl are getting along nicely. So definitely conversations with the opposite sex should be going well during that transit. Your willpower, your drive to work towards things you want, maybe it's an increase in pay, or maybe it's a side job, something like that, or maybe it is creative stuff you want to do. You're going to have more of like the willpower to actually do it. I don't pick up on like any type of negative aspect of Mars, the god of war, nothing like that when it's talking positive with Venus. This is very nice, okay? So yeah. February 22nd, Mercury enters Pisces in your 7th house. So yeah, there's definitely this theme going on where you guys may be thinking or feeling you are ready for a relationship, or maybe seeing the positive sides to a relationship, or understanding something more clearly, or just maybe really intuitively in touch with this energy, with somebody you're with, or somebody you want to be with, or business partnerships, people you guys are talking to. You may be, when there's a stellium in the 7th house, this is literally attracting people into your life. It's like you can't not be seen. Somebody is going to enter into your life. It's not always a relationship, but I'm just trying to say it's something relationship oriented, not necessarily romantic is what I'm trying to say. But people want to talk to you. People want to be in a relationship with you. It's like you can't go to a grocery store without somebody just trying to conversate with you about nothingness. So, and you guys are going to be in touch with this energy because it's in Pisces. So, your thoughts, communication, the things you guys talk about may be relationship oriented as well. All right. That is the third week. Oh, that was February 22nd. Okay. That's the fourth week, but whatever. It's okay. All right. So what did I channel for you guys for the third week of February? I see you guys building a path through the fog. There's a lot of light. You guys see the sun, but then I see Saturn. So something you see that you want, you restrict yourself from. The energy is a rock, between a rock and a hard place. I see your mind and you guys want to act on something. I'm seeing this white horse type of energy. And to me, I think of the Chariot in tarot, and I think of like the balanced energy, okay? I believe the black horse is supposed to be like the opposite. Obviously, I know they're both opposite energies, but from what I read about this energy, it's supposed to be like the chaotic energy. And anyway, whatever. I don't want to get too derailed here. So you guys want to act on something, be a white horse. But if you do, you'll get yourself into trouble, possibly. So boundaries are up. Okay, so what I get from that is, it's funny. So anytime I see like walking through the fog, I always think of Mars in Pisces, because this is literally movement, like moving around. However, because Mercury is entering your 7th house, it's really the 22nd, although I don't believe in the exact specific dates. I think with the sun being in your 7th house, this is definitely, obviously, as I literally saw it, the sun. You guys see the sun. The 7th house in general, to you guys, may be a little bit... you guys either feel like you're in touch with the people you connect with, or you feel like romantically this can be very literally like a path with tons of fog, and you may feel like you know that you're sticking to the path, but are you? You may question this a lot. Things probably get lost here, distorted. Yeah, so I see you guys as maybe seeing something clearly about a situation in regards to a relationship or potential commitment, but you guys are holding yourselves back is what I'm seeing. So that's interesting. So Saturn being here in Pisces in your 7th house, I mean, yeah, this can talk about restrictions and time. So we already do have a theme about time, like waiting on time. So you guys may be waiting to feel this 6th house energy kick in, like you guys are ready for commitment. You guys are ready to commit to somebody, maybe in a business relationship, romance, whatever it is. But it's almost as if it's just not the time, but you really feel in touch that maybe this is the right thing, is what I'm getting. Because with the white horse, I also think of like a romantic offer. I think of balance. I think of a very pleasant energy. So maybe it's like you guys are waiting for the fog to completely leave. Although I feel like this is probably something that's usually a theme in your guys' 7th house. Let's see. So the 24th, there is a full moon in Virgo in your 1st house and 5 degrees. Okay, so this is a Leo degree. Full moon in your 1st house, and it is in 5 degrees. So with full moons, things are illuminated. To me, this is usually showing you something in your life that really isn't doing you any justice. It's not serving you well. Maybe you should reconsider this, take this out, leave this behind, blah, blah, blah. Things of that nature in order for you to move forward. And then that's what creates a cycle. And then there's a new moon, right? So with the full moon being in Virgo, definitely I feel like you guys will be connected to your body, yourself, but your thoughts. Mercury rules Virgo, right? And it's on the same axis as this 7th house energy. So I think something will be illuminated about yourself in regards to other partners. Maybe you guys are holding yourselves back. Maybe you guys, again, let's look at the 5th house. 5th house is in Capricorn. What did I just say? Maybe you guys are holding yourselves back. What's the ruler of Capricorn? Saturn. So I feel like in general with sun, well, no, I was going to say rising Virgos with Capricorn in the 5th house, this already speaks of like, not that you guys can't have fun, not at all, that's not what I'm saying, but you guys would literally be the person that's chosen to you know, like when the kids are playing on the block and when you guys are playing games, somebody needs to be the leader. Somebody needs to keep track of time. Somebody needs to keep track of the players, who's cheating, who's winning. That would be you guys. And I feel like that person doesn't get to experience the full game or being a child so much. It's like you're being an adult a little bit faster, right? Or at least this is how I envision it. It depends what you guys got going on in the 5th house, but Capricorn is like adult energy, and you guys have it in a child house. So you guys have Ceres, the asteroid of healing. So I think there's already this theme about needing to heal something with matters of the home. Okay. I think something's going to be illuminated with your thoughts on relationships and how you guys possibly hold yourselves back. 6th house natally rules. Wait, I said that wrong. Virgo natally rules the 6th house. So there's definitely this connection for you guys this month with Virgo-like things. Thinking you can always do better is the theme, is what I'm getting. All right, so that same day, the 24th, Venus in Aquarius in your 6th house is squaring Jupiter in Taurus in your 9th house. So again, there's a karmic lesson, a holdup, a block when it comes to either expanding upon romance or learning how to love differently, because when Venus is entering Aquarius as a transit, I think that this is talking about how you guys go about love or artistic endeavors differently. And you guys, Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, may be trying to expand upon this because it's a 9th house energy. However, I think that there is definitely some type of block holdup because with Jupiter, I think of typical 9th house things, higher education, understanding something, learning something, wanting to, you know, travel, yes, but I'm not really seeing that as a theme so much. So I think there is trouble with expanding and learning and I think I said understanding already, about love and how to do it differently. Yeah. So February 27th, Mars in Aquarius in your 6th house is squaring Jupiter in Taurus. So very similar to what I just described, except now it's going to be your, I want to say your battery, your willpower, like are you going after whatever it is you want to make a reality? So are you guys working for, if it was money, right? If it wasn't understanding about love, if it was a block about understanding how to increase your money, excuse me, then I think this would be talking about for you guys, are you guys driven? Are you guys still hungry enough to work towards whatever it is you wanted to work towards in the very beginning of February? And I'm seeing this as a block, like not so much. And again, when I think Jupiter is involved, and despite it being a square, it's like whatever Jupiter touches, it expands upon. So because you guys are not able to achieve something with this Venus and Mars energy at this time, you guys may try to fulfill this energy in other ways that really won't actually make you happy. Just because you definitely will be feeling this energy of like, I'm ready. And then it's like the universe is like, yeah, you know, not so much. We want you to think about it some more, you know, like some shit like that. So you guys will be feeling some kind of way, and that may make you maybe spend your money erratically to feel better. Maybe, you know, go on dates, things like that. Or you guys may, you know, get into a fight, you know, argue because all the tension inside, things of that nature. February 28th, Sun in Pisces is conjunct Mercury in your 7th house in Pisces. So what does this tell me? Your mind, your thoughts will be very clear, intuitively clear when it comes to 7th house matters and other people that you want to connect with or that you are connected with. Sun in Pisces conjunct Saturn in Pisces in your 7th house. Again, so here is that restriction, that hold up. But I look at this in a good way when Saturn and the Sun are talking nicely to each other. The Sun and Saturn can be looked at as the father. So I feel like this is like maybe being more disciplined than usual with the 7th house, but it's because you see a purpose, you see a reason. Maybe because Saturn is in the 7th house in Pisces, you see this as being worth committing to, so therefore it's worth investing the time. There's something here where you guys are able to see and understand the reason for the time, the hold up, the block. And then the following day, February 29th, Mercury in Pisces in your 7th house is sextiling Jupiter in Taurus in your 9th house. So to me, it's like whatever you guys figure out with these positive conjunctions in the 7th house, you are able to learn from it. It's like all those squares, all those blockages, mental blockages, or not being able to move forward on something. It's like at the end of the month, the universe is like, all right, now you understand. Like what I'm getting is with Mercury and Jupiter talking to each other nicely, with 7th house and 9th house energy combined, it's like you are learning something constructive about this 7th house energy and how to expand upon it, how to grow. So Jupiter and Taurus can be looked at as planting the seeds. So you may now come to understand by the end of February, okay, this isn't happening, whatever this is, because I need to put in more time, put in more work. But now I understand why I need to. Whereas during the month of February, you guys may feel like you understand, but it's showing up here that maybe you guys actually don't. And then also they consider this with the last week of February, what is it called? A Saturn Cazimi in your 7th house in Pisces. So since it's looked at to be in the heat of the sun, it can intensify all the planets involved. So Saturn is time and karma, and it sits in a Cazimi with the sun in Pisces. So I feel like, yeah, this makes sense to me about being in touch with this type of energy in regards to clearly understanding why time is involved, and this may become some type of positive karmic lesson is what I'm getting. Because Jupiter energy, I also look at that as divine wisdom. Okay, last week of February, I'm seeing the number 7, 7th house energy. I'm seeing something that you guys will feel like you need Oh, wait, hold on. You guys will feel like you need to take a chill pill because you guys will be lying to yourselves about something you really want. I'm getting, sorry, I'm getting Pinocchio energy, self-control, willpower. So, okay, so what I'm trying to say is there may be, okay, so with those squares, I believe you guys, this is you guys wanting something to happen like right now, like yesterday, and it's not happening, and you guys feel like you're ready, and you guys may be extremely anxious for this is what I'm picking up on, and you guys need, you know, to take that chill pill is what I'm picking up on. And maybe you guys are telling yourselves that you're in control, you got this, something of that nature. But at the same time, I feel like with Virgo energy knows when it's lying to itself, you know. Sexual, oh wait, I didn't say this, hold on. Sexual fantasies based off the things you guys are seeing, witnessing about another. I feel like you guys are holding yourselves back and you're in agony because of it. Okay, well, there you go. So there you go. No, I'm just kidding. Last week of February, Mercury and Pisces. So Mercury, we can look at this as you guys may be through with where is it? Do you guys have Uranus going on over here? Yeah, I'm gonna say it with, hold on 1 second, let me get my thoughts together. Hold on, guys, just bear with me. This could be happening on the internet because of Aquarius energy. I know it's not happening in your 11th house, which I would say this is what Aquarius natally belongs to, but you guys have it going on in your 6th house. So I'm thinking online things that you guys are seeing, because it clearly says here, I feel like sexual fantasies based off the things you guys are seeing, witnessing about another. So it's either you guys are seeing these things on social media about another person you want to commit to, or you'd like to commit to. You may be daydreaming about this person, Pisces type of energy, and you may feel a little obsessed with this because of Pluto being here. Seeing something you guys will feel like you need to take a chill pill because you guys will be lying to yourselves about something you really want. So you guys will definitely be in touch with your own. Okay, so here's the full moon energy. All right, I'm seeing it now. So with the full moon in Virgo, you guys will be in touch with your mind, your body, literally you, okay? You guys, what will be illuminated is the fact that there's something that needs to chill, take a step back in regards to all this 7th house energy. For some reason, one reason or another, it's not happening right now, or something you want to move forward on is not happening. So you are feeling this 5th house energy with Ceres being here with healing, okay? But at the same time, I think you're also human, and I'm seeing just scrolling, I guess, on the phone is what I'm going to say this is. It's not what I saw, but I think with this Venus and Aquarius, this can be talking about online things. That's what I think with another. And yeah, and I think with that Mercury sextiling Jupiter, this is also talking about whatever it is you guys do learn by the end of February. I think ultimately it just makes it, like, confirms the 7th house for you more so that this is something you want to commit to. But for some reason there is time is required here. And it probably has to do with this 6th house energy. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else I want to say. Okay, I'm going to sum it up like this. Excuse me. I think in the month of February, with the South Node being in Libra, the ruler of Libra is Venus. It's going to be in your 6th house in Aquarius, daily regimen, daily routine, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I think the things you guys value at this time, like something is changing with this type of energy. Excuse me. And Uranus being here in the 9th house, there's a shakeup with like the things, either, you know, you thought you knew when it came to a higher knowledge, spirituality, all that stuff. However, with Vesta being in 21 degrees in your 10th house, I think you guys like this inner flame, this the flame, the passion that just won't go out, is truly learning about how you appear, who you are, and how it connects to your 4th house, and how you guys can heal this by changing something with your everyday regimen. So this way you can commit to a relationship or business partnerships, something of this nature, connect with one-on-one dynamics, okay? And dealing with some type of inner wounds that, again, relate to home, and trying to conquer, I feel like, that mind and the healing process, something of that nature. And for those of you that don't resonate with so much as to healing some type of wound, I would say then you guys are definitely like switching something. Something is getting changed this month in regards to whatever it is you guys do every day. You guys are trying to learn something at the place of work. You guys are trying to expand your knowledge on something. So maybe you guys are taking a training course, learning something new. But definitely, even if you guys aren't consciously aware of like feeling the need to heal or something like that, there is some type of wound when it comes to home. Maybe it has to do with feeling like you have to move. Why do you have to move? Because there's some type of wound, I feel like, when it comes to you guys. And it relates to the 4th house. I don't know how else to say it. And I don't think it's something you guys are sharing with others. I think it's, you know, something that's private. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to keep it. That's where I'm going to keep it. And yeah. All right. That's what I got for you guys.